Welcome to the Spirit Tribe Tea Talk podcast. Make sure you join us the second Wednesday of every month. Be sure to go click the button and subscribe because we do this every day and we don't want you to miss an episode. Make sure you drop your name in the chat right now as well because we're going to be giving away something at the end of the show. So stay with us to the end to see if you won this magical, special, fabulous thing, which we will tell you about in a little while. Today we are welcoming a very special guest. Her name is Jackie Harvey. She's with the Psychic Arts Center in Sierra Vista. She's our guest today, and Jackie is an astrologer, a psychic development, and a meditation teacher. So welcome, Jackie. Thank you so much for joining the Spirit Tribe Tea Talk podcast.
Hey, hi.
Hi. Nice to be here. Hi there, folks. I'm here with Jackie on remote. I always wanted to say that. I've never worked for the radio. I'm on a remote assignment at the Psychic Arts Center in their studio. So that's where we are going to be bringing our chat with Jackie. So glad you're here with us today.
Welcome.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're going to do a short interview with Jackie, and Jackie is an astrologer amongst other things. So why don't you get Jackie to tell us a little bit about her experience and what she does and where she does it at.
Okay. Now's not the time for stage fright. You got this.
Well, I've been doing astrology a very long time. I started in the 60s, and I've been a professional astrologer since the 70s. I hail from California, and I moved to Sedona, Arizona in the 80s. I had a metaphysical bookstore, and I loved it. It was the best job I ever had. Then I moved to New Mexico and I opened another store and it was a rock shop. And then I came here to Sierra Vista area. And I've had my hand in astrology the whole time. And I added psychic development and meditation to it. I teach classes and I do readings for people. I design my own deck of cards that's not out there on the market. It's called Astrolink, the Questers tool. So it is a tool for asking questions and giving answers. And in that tool, I use planets, signs, and aspects. And we have it here to show you today. Some of the cards, we're doing a reading for Shannon here, and she has asked us a question. And it happens to be.
Oh, no. Not yet, sister. Not yet. Hang on. We're trying to find out about you. You know what's interesting is when you were talking to them, you said you owned a spiritual shop in Sedona, bookstore. Okay. You owned a rock shop in New Mexico. Well, you married both of them together. So now you do your spiritual stuff here as well as you have the rock shop. And I have to tell you, Jackie is very knowledgeable with regards to the crystals and stuff that are out there as well. Yeah. So that's pretty neat. So some of the things that we want to know before we get into the cards and stuff is to get it. I know sometimes when I think about astrology, I'm like, okay, let me see what's going to happen today. Well, that's not all there is, right?
That's true.
So some people were asking, what do you actually need to provide you? If I came to you and said, I want a reading, what would I need to provide you to get an accurate chart reading for the year?
Okay. Then you need to provide your date of birth, which would include the year, your time of birth, your place of birth, and then we could do a reading.
Okay. So like for my friends that are out there that don't know the exact time of their birth,
then we could use noon.
Noon? Okay.
Yeah, and that's called a solar chart.
How so you say that's actually fairly accurate as well, right?
It's also fairly accurate and you can certainly use it for your health.
Okay.
It's a very good chart for health.
Oh.
Because it measures the strength of the sun, and the sun is the body. Okay. It's also the spirit.
Wow.
Beautiful. Okay.
I didn't know that.
So you would do the birth chart, which is called the natal chart,
right?
And that doesn't change. And then if somebody came to, and then you would do what's called the chart for now as far as the
Progress.
transits, right?
Yeah.
So that you can overlay
Yeah.
to say what's happening now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you could also do updates every year to look ahead at what's going to happen, what's coming, and how you're going to do it in the best way possible.
Okay. And you've been doing this. What's your favorite part of astrology?
That's a hard one to answer because it's an overview. It's like being with the person and helping them understand themselves is my favorite part, because that's what it's really all about.
Well, you know, we have some things in common a little bit. So you do astrology. What I do with human design, quantum human design, takes aspects of astrology.
Yeah.
Frankie wants to marry us together. That's why we're joined at the hip right now, because, and I'm going to explain why. I have the utmost respect in astrology. I've come to some of your classes. They're phenomenal. I would love to learn it. And it's accurate.
Yes.
But if what I do helps a person understand all those things that you're telling them, helps us understand our personal issues and why we are doing the same thing over and over, even though you're telling us we shouldn't do it at that point in time. So we can actually complement each other.
Yes, and the human design comes from astrology.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm familiar with it, but not as familiar as you are.
Well, that's why I'm on the left side and you're on the right. It's kind of like yin and yang, right?
Yes.
So I'm not totally familiar with all of astrology. So it makes a perfect pairing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So Mora's asked a question. She said thoughts on chart rectification when the time of birth is unknown. And you guys touched that a little bit. So can you just repeat that really quickly?
Can you repeat what happens if on chart rectification when the birth date is not known?
It's a very complicated process, and I'm not one that has tried to do it because it's too complicated. So if it was up to me, I would use a pendulum and I'd dowse it. And that'd make it very simple, because I know Spirit would give me the right time to use for whatever you needed. That's what I would do. Now, what another astrologer would do would be very complicated. They would take different dates up against things that had happened to you in order to rectify your chart to what they felt was the right time.
Wow.
That's rectification.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's different. And there again, still relying on your trust of the astrologer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So do you girls have any other questions for astrology while Jackie's here with us?
I think my question is, it goes much deeper than the sun sign, correct? Like, we all know what our sun sign is, like what we were born, but there's all these other planets that play a role, right?
Correct.
So,
Now, the sun is the most important planet because it represents your spirit, it represents your physical body, and it represents the part of you that knows why you're here. Okay. Now, the other planets, like the moon, is also very significant, and it represents your soul. And so, but you have to know your time or your birth date in order to figure out where all the planets are. Okay. Now, each one of the planets represents a different part of who you are. So Mercury represents communication and your need to communicate and how you might communicate. Venus is love, who you might love, or what you value in life. Mars is your action, assertion, aggression, courage. Jupiter is knowledge and your path of growth. Saturn is discipline and responsibility. Very important. Saturn kind of dominates almost everything because it has to do with your conscience. Uranus is I think like Heyoka. It's different. It's chaos, but it's also your higher mind and you being a rebel to a degree where you plant your feet and you're going to do what you want to do. Okay. Neptune is the dreamer. and the visionary. And you have to have it. It's very important right now, even in the heavens. So Neptune is important to all of us. We have to have a vision in order to go and after it. Pluto is rebirth in a sense. It is very deep. It can also be manipulation and control. So each one of the planets represents something different. You have what's called the nodes of the moon, and they're your paths of destiny. Into the past is the south node. Into the future is the north node for you to complete your destiny here on this life.
For us older folks, that destiny part starts around age 40 to 45 and beyond. I'm in the throes of it.
So if you wanted to, like, I know people always ask about relationships when we do readings, right? So if we came to you and said, is there a certain time or a certain year or something in my life where you might find I would be more prone to have a serious relationship? Is that something you can tell from a chart?
If there's a time in her life.
So if they were wanting to know about a relationship,
Okay.
is there a certain time that you could tell them that would be more fortuitous for them to
Sure.
to have a relationship versus to hold off and wait and all that kind of stuff?
Yes. I would say, Venus is the planet of love. And of course, Frankie, you are a Libra, so it is also the planet that rules your sun sign of Libra. A nice aspect of Jupiter to your Venus could indicate a time when you could bring someone into your life that would be very positive and favorable for you to be with. And that person could be very generous and kind and loving. So I would look for Jupiter first to bring you somebody in your life that you might really get along with. And then I'd look for Saturn later to make it permanent. So different planets do different things. But first I would look for that, and also Mars to Venus, because that brings attraction. Okay, and we have to have that.
So in order, so to piggyback off of Frankie's question.
Yeah.
So she said, okay, if I want to have an idea when the best time to look at my chart for the relationship is, what would you need from her? Would you have already needed to do a natal chart, or do you just?
I would need to look at her natal chart, and then I'd look where the transits are and see when she was going to have positive transits to bring that in.
And then you'd say, okay, I can do the reading on this day.
Well, I can do the reading, but that might be next year instead of this year. You see what I'm saying? Because Jupiter is not going to be favorable every year. But I could say, well, maybe you need to go on a cruise and you're going to meet this person, because it's a pleasurable thing.
Oh, so she can do it today. She could say, okay, Jackie, I'm going to sign up for a chart tomorrow or a reading tomorrow. And then you could tell her,
when?
Look, sister, don't look for romance this year. Look next year.
Or whenever.
And then play the lottery at this point in time for your friends, because we all need money.
Well, that's also Jupiter, the Venus is also a lottery play.
And I joke about that loosely. I take it very seriously as far as astrology and the different houses and what it affects. So, but did that answer your question, Frankie?
It did. I was hoping she could say she could find that sweet date for the sugar daddy part.
Right. Give her a call, Frankie. Give her a call.
That's right. We can even tell you where to go.
So yeah, there is an aspect of astrology that tells you where the best place, especially if you're looking at a career move, right? Or even retirement,
or health, or a number of different things, and that's called astrolocality. It's also called astrocartography, but that name is trademark, so we have to call it astrolocality.
Oh.
We don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Right.
So, and what does that do? Like, how that's the same thing, they would need their birth date, time, and all of that for that kind of reading?
You need the same information. What it does is it takes your chart and it puts it on the map of the world. So we can see where your major lines are in 4 locations, which basically they're rising, where like we think of when the sun rises, okay? In the chart, you have a rising line, or when it's setting, and setting is like we're looking at other people impacting you. When it's directly overhead, okay, where the planet is directly overhead or at what they call the bottom of the chart. And when we can look all over the world and see when these planets are in any of these 4 locations, and I know what that means. So we're looking for something good for people. Like somebody wants to get a promotion, wants to move to another location that's better for them. And that's what you do. And it creates a map, and you can see where these planets are in the world. Yeah.
And so people can reach out to you. I put your text at the end of the show, and I'll put it up on the website this week. If they wanted to get one of these readings, how they could text you, call you, and set something up. How does it work? What do you do?
I would say text me or call me.
She put the number up.
Okay. Either text me or call me. Yeah.
And these are not just coming to you for a quick 15-minute readings. These are 2 to 3 hours long, correct? For your readings.
Yes, that's a very long one, because when you're talking about astrolocational work, it takes a lot of time to do all these maps and analyze all these lines, and you're going to get reports with it as well. So plus a reading. So it's time consuming. Yeah.
How long does it take to get just a natal chart? Or
The
is that
natal
like
chart, it depends on what the person wants. Because I might get somebody that says, well, I've already had a natal chart. I just want to ask a couple of questions, and then I can use the cards that I designed. Or I can do an abbreviated reading for an hour with that person. And usually I like to do what I call a life purpose reading. And because I like to focus on, why are you here? Do you know why you're here? And what you're doing? Are you doing what you came to do? And how, where are you in your life at this point? And a lot of people have no clue why they're here. And so I really enjoy doing that. And then we can look and see what, where the planets are in the heavens now, and are they helping you? Are they challenging you? So that you understand what you can make out of, let's say, the next year ahead. So that's one of my favorites.
When you did the mini fairs at Harold's Rock Shop, you guys do mini psychic fairs. I did come and you did the card reading, and I thought that was really unique. I've never seen that before. And you just did a short reading. So can you tell us a little bit about the cards that you created and why you created them?
Okay, the cards, I use all the planet cards, because then they tell us what's going on. And then I use the sign cards. And on the sign cards, I do something a little different, in that I use words. And I have divided each sign into 3 10-degree segments, and created words for each of those. They're called decans. So there's 30 degrees in each sign. And if I show you, okay, you got one there. Okay, what's that one? Okay, that's Capricorn. That's what's coming up for the new moon. And so hold that up. And so on there are words. You have the first decan is at the top and the bottom. The second decan is the next one over and across. And the third decan is down and over here across from that. And so each one of you, like my birthday is the 21st of March. And so at the 21st of March is the beginning of Aries. It's the first day of Aries. And so I'm in the first 10 degrees. But someone born after the 31st of March is in the second 10 degrees. And someone born probably around, I don't know, the 5th, 20, about the 12th to the end of it is in the third decan. And so that's, people are a little bit mistaken that because you are, let's say, Frankie, you're a Libra, that as a Libra, everybody is the same, but they're not. So if you look at the division of those 10 degrees and which one you're in, then we have a different look for the one you're in than if you were in one of the others. When is your birthday?
10/10/67. I'm getting old.
10/10. So you are probably at the end of the second decan or into the third one. And so you would have a different ruling planet that is working on you. Okay, you might say, or activating. Your ruler is Venus, number one, and that's the natural ruler of the whole sign of Libra. But then you would have a second one, so it could be Uranus. Okay, Uranus activating Venus says, I'm different. I'm different in the way I love. I'm different in the way that I present myself. And I would say that kind of fits, you know.
Oh,
and
I'm very special.
You would be more drawn to metaphysics and psychic stuff than you would if it's in the third decan, which would be Mercury ruled. But Mercury acting upon Venus is a communicator. Okay, and you're that too. So you're very close to the turnover, I think, between the one decan and the next. But that is saying you're not just Libra. Okay, you're or
Right.
with just the one ruler. We're defining you more by going into decans. So in my cards, you have these choices of different words. So let's see, let's throw this up again. Well, what happened to Capricorn?
Well,
You put it back
I'll
in
put
there,
it
right?
back
Okay, so anyway,
because you're getting chatty and I'm getting ready to have to poke you.
okay, you better poke me then.
So as you can see, all I can say on that one is when you do a reading with Jackie, because she's told me, and thank you for being here, by the way, because knowing her birthday now and you being here, you're the oldest person instead of me. So, but she will definitely tell you why you're here, when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and how to get back on track. And which house you're supposed currently is kicking your hiney at this point in time. So with the cards, what I find interesting, Jackie, is that you're able to look at it quick, kind of like somebody would look at tarot. Yeah, because you're aware of it all, and you can give that quick insight that somebody might want to just chew on a little bit, and then that's pretty in-depth as it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And what's the dice thing? No, so now we're going to do something with dice, I was told.
Right. Well, we're running close on time, so okay.
Oh, unless you want to, there's something else Jackie wants to share. I'm open. So
Wasn't there the card reading you were getting?
Oh yeah, the card reading
yeah.
for Shannon.
For Shannon.
We want to know. We all
She
want to know.
just tried to smooth right over that.
Okay, now go ahead and okay.
What was your question?
So the question that I asked, and for the sake of time, because my friend Jackie is very detailed oriented and so forth, we went ahead and pulled the cards so that they were already out. And I will show that they're going to get mad because it's going to get kind of but there's my spread. Okay,
I don't get
that she did. All right, this is the quick draw. All right, for the cards. Are we still pretty in there? Yes, we are.
Oh, you're frozen.
So my huh?
No,
You were
you're
frozen.
fine.
My question was, what is the best direction for me to seek mentorship in metaphysics this year?
Okay.
Ah.
So the first thing we drew was the sun. Okay. And Venus acting upon the sun. And so what she values really colors what she wants. Okay. That's evident. And then you have this in Cancer, and you must pick the word or words that come to you.
Out of these?
Yeah.
Okay. The words that I have a choice of are receptive, empowering, penetrating, insightful, impressionable, revealing. How many words am I picking?
As many as you think apply to you.
Okay, revealing, empowering, insightful, and receptive.
Okay, that's quite a few. So this is what the card looks like. It's Cancer. So Cancer, so the Sun and Venus in the sign of Cancer is very, very psychic. And so in part of the answer, you need to be with someone, a mentor that empowers you, okay? That helps you be even more receptive than you already are. And because most of what you're working in is the psychic realm. Okay, so being the Cancer is like an amoeba. The amoeba is like it feels and brings that information back. Okay, so it feels somebody else and it brings the information back instantly. So that's, you need a little more of that.
Okay.
Okay, so then these are interacting with these two here, which is Jupiter.
Okay, I got Jupiter.
And Jupiter is about learning, growth, and there's two different, you can see you have one in the smoke here.
Okay, see the
Okay.
smoke?
Two different paths. That's a path of growth. The smoke is the spiritual. Then you see the river. The river is physical. Okay. And then this one is acting upon Jupiter, and that's Pluto.
This is before I gained weight.
Stop it.
And Pluto is about rebirth, transformation, transcendence. And so these two together, they represent an expertise. You're building an expertise, which you already have done with your, what do you call it?
Human design.
Human design, but more than that, your,
Oh, my natural law?
yeah, your natural law. Okay, so what I see here is in Sagittarius.
Ooh. My mother was a Sagittarian.
Okay, pick your word or words.
Philosophical, adventurous, adept, exploring.
Okay, so you definitely want to be adept at what you're doing. Okay, it is, so these acting with each other. So here we were talking about Jupiter and Venus earlier. We have these interacting with each other. And so what happens here is you're bringing your values, okay, to good luck and good fortune, meeting the right person that has the expertise that you're looking for, okay, that can benefit you through this particular aspect. Show the aspect card. That's called a quincunx. And this is it's a little bit difficult because sometimes we work at something and we just kind of miss it. In other words, we're either going too far or not far enough. Okay. And there's also the tendency here to feel like we don't have enough time.
Right.
Okay. Time is of the essence in this. Don't promise what you can't deliver. Okay. So in this, watch for people that you want to be drawn to, that help you to learn more about yourself and what your underlying motives are.
Okay.
Okay. In other words, why do you want to do this? Why? That's a question for you. Why do you want to? And
everybody's giving me
find
homework.
this mentor. Okay.
Yep.
You're good.
You might have already met this person because this is the best case over here. Okay.
Okay.
And this is the south node, and the south node is the past. Okay.
Oh, so they're dead.
No.
That's even better.
Well, they could be. They could be. And you could be right here because here's,
Right.
you see, here's Uranus.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
And Uranus, you see that lightning bolt to the third eye?
Yeah.
Uranus brings that sudden answer right into your third eye. But it is probably someone that you already know. It's not somebody that you have yet to meet. You see what I'm saying? The South Node says, and if you didn't already meet them here, you already met them in a past life.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
So then this is, in the best case, this is in Aquarius, and Uranus in Aquarius is in its own sign. It's very powerful. So Pick your word or words.
Humanitarian, spontaneous, and original. Oh, inventive.
Okay, so humanitarian,
Good word.
spontaneous, okay, original.
Because I'm one of a kind. I'm embracing that uniqueness.
Well, you're absolutely one of a
Good
kind.
for you.
I know that.
Yeah.
She's a
The other
Libra
thing-
too. So
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all noticed. I just want to highlight some of this stuff. Jackie designed these cards.
Yes, I do.
It's amazing.
Jackie did the artwork. Jackie,
That's,
oh,
that's
sorry.
phenomenal.
And
Yeah.
she did the designs and so forth. And so part of,
they-
what's interesting in what we're looking at doing too, and helping each other out and the community and we all have a desire to reach people now, even more so now than ever. And what we're gonna have Jackie do, if she's willing to do that, is get her cards published so that we can all participate in those.
That'd be cool.
Right, we talked about that. Okay, thank you very much. I
Yeah,
will
get
tell
them
you that, yes, I'm just want to confirm something for her real quick, because that's something that we like to do. I do have two mentors that are in spirit that are working with me at this point in time as well. And I just met this last Sunday, a new metaphysician that we just haven't made arrangements to work together yet. So I don't know how well that's going to go or not, but
Okay.
at any rate, so very nice and spot on.
Yep.
So
I love it.
what's
We
going to
have
be
some good
interesting?
comments. Wendy said she's amazing.
Yeah.
And Angel Too Many said Jackie is such a gifted it and interesting person. They're so excited. So
Thank you.
mhm.
So Angel to Many, type in a category, please.
Explain
Uh-oh.
that better.
Yeah.
Like, is
What does
it
that
yeah.
mean?
Type.
Money?
She's going to do a dice reading for you for astrology. A real quick one. Type in a category of something that you might want to know.
relationship?
Oh,
It could
so
be
you're
finance.
getting ideas. Make playing cards.
Right.
Thank you, Maura. I think I said your name right.
Stop up, make playing cards. Wow, cool.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, we need more
Good
information
idea.
on category. Can you give us some examples? Because that's a
Like-
broad term.
Okay,
Like
so
moving or what?
moving, finances, health,
Love,
love,
Relationships. Okay.
relationships.
Okay.
Parents.
Okay, Angel Too Many.
Are you still with us? Maura said career. So
Okay.
Angel Too Many may have left us. I don't know.
All right.
Somebody wants to do career?
Laura wants, does that Maura
Maura.
or Laura?
Moira.
Moira.
More. Okay.
Moira.
More.
Moira.
More. Yes. Sorry, I don't mean to butcher your name.
Mm-mm.
She wants a career. Okay.
Now, what we have here is the moon in Capricorn
So we
in,
got the moon.
Oh, these are the dice.
in the sixth house.
Correct.
The moon in Capricorn in the sixth house.
Capricorn.
Okay. These are called
Okay.
astro dice.
So how many
the
are there?
moon is
Wait a minute. Do what?
Are there 3 dice? How many are there?
Yes, there's 3 in the 9th house. I was getting ready to hold it up, but she had,
Okay.
Okay. Nine.
Oh, now there's
Which
lots of
one's mine?
categories.
that's a six.
Okay, there's your 9.
That's a
Okay.
six. So
All right.
the sixth house is work and service to other people. And you're asking about career. And in Capricorn, the moon has a harder time in Capricorn because the moon is more needy. Let's put it that way. It needs encouragement. So I would say that you need to have people around you that encourage you to go for it, to be more of a leader, because Capricorn is a leader, but also to be more out with your emotions rather than holding them in. Because in Capricorn, there's a tendency to hold back instead of give out. And I would say that you're very psychic, though, definitely psychic. And in the sixth house, you really want to be there for other people, you know. but you need to trust yourself a little bit more, and you need to come out more. Now, I hope that makes a little bit of sense.
That was
Did that make
fantastic.
sense to you?
That's for Moira. And then Angel Too Many did say she's here. She said, I'm a
Okay.
Capricorn. So Moira said, I'm a Capricorn rising with Pisces, stellium,
Stellium in the third. Okay.
Know what that
Capricorn
means,
rising. You're very serious. And you're also very psychic. In the third house with a stellium in Pisces, then you're extremely emotional probably at times too. You might be an emotional communicator, but I would say you're probably very psychic. Now, what you do with that, I don't know exactly what you do with that, but you certainly, if you're in the psychic arts, you certainly could channel for other people and even maybe write a book. You should probably be journaling daily about what's happening to you. Yeah. So
Wow.
There's always some sort of writing in there.
Yeah.
all forms of communication.
Okay.
Sweetness, there's a sweetness about Pisces.
She's a lawyer, she said.
Ooh, she's a lawyer. So
She's a lawyer. Okay, boy.
Or Capricorn.
You
LOL.
gotta watch that then. You gotta watch that you don't get taken advantage of by other people. You know, even lawyers could get taken advantage of, believe me.
Okay, thank you, Maura. Angel Too Many is on for finances.
Finances.
So, and then I'll cut
Okay,
Jackie off.
the planet of the rules of second house, natural second house is Venus. And here we have Venus in the not like it here. I lost.
Did I mess you up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it again.
I'm a bad assistant.
We moved it, that it's right there. So, okay, Sun, Virgo in the 12th house. So the Sun, the 12th house is very coming up all the time. So the Sun is the core of your being. Okay, 12th house, I think we did just draw that too. So the 12th house is working behind the scenes. Okay, like a doctor would, or someone that works in the corporate world. And often a person that doesn't want to be like center stage, okay? Finances would mean where you work. In other words, in Virgo, there's a lot of detail orientation, like it could be an engineer or a computer specialist, someone who deals with details. And discernment is always a big thing there because you could get lost sometimes. It's like being in the forest and get lost in the trees, you know? So sometimes, because it's the 12th house, it's very psychic. You need to learn a little bit more about how to surrender to an answer rather than keep looking and looking and analyzing. Okay. So,
Did that answer your question, Angel?
hope so.
Well, we'll find out.
Moira said thank you too.
Yeah, Maura, the first one, said thank you. Oh, and then she gave you the smiley face with all the hearts on it.
Okay.
She did.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Okay.
She hasn't.
Well,
Okay.
if she responds, we can add it in. So, but okay. Well, so I think, Jackie, this is wonderful. And I definitely think, gosh, I've had some astrology charts done before, but nothing quite as extensive as you describe things. So I'm definitely thinking it would be fun to book a whole reading or an astrology thing with you. Or even a chart. I did have my chartography done before I started traveling all around. So Angel said thank you. So again, if they want to contact you for a reading, we're going to put your phone number at the end on the closing page. You can write down Jackie's phone number if you want to text or call her. If you're interested in a service or a reading, her phone number is 575-740-6144. And I'll put that in the chat. And any
Excuse
other
me?
questions? Yes,
Nope.
go
I
for it.
don't have a question, but I got a statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Here's the extra added thing. Remember I said she married her spiritual business with charts and so forth with the rock shop. So if you download the app and go to shops and stops or stops and shops or shop something or other in the app, you can see A to Z Rock Shop and what they have to offer. It's not just your ordinary, well, there's some, there's rocks, okay? Crystals, it's beautiful. But what's really neat about it too is Harold, her husband, also makes different things, wands and so forth. So if it's something that would interest you, and he ships, they ship. So
Yeah.
Do they have a website, Shannon?
you all have a website?
No, we don't.
Okay.
No,
We're on Facebook.
we're on Facebook.
Facebook, A to Z Rocks. And Psychic
Can I
Art
show this?
Center, right?
So before I left, I had Harold make this for me. It was a staff that I had. Hold on, let me see if I can get the picture bigger. And it's beautiful. Hold on. Well, I was getting better at the group thing and now I'm not. So here we go. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, he does some beautiful work.
So-
I was standing next
So
to him.
I have
That
this
is gorgeous.
sycamore
You got a gorgeous
tree.
one.
and he went with rose quartz. I've always loved rose quartz, and this is a rose quartz star. And then he used all of this crushed rose quartz, and he wrapped this all in leather, and he put the rose quartz wrapped all around the
It's gorgeous.
Oh
staff.
my gosh.
Gorgeous.
It is so beautiful.
That is
Oh, that's
huge.
nice.
Wow.
And it's
Wow.
just a
And
giant staff.
that's his forte. That's where he gets
Mhm.
his inspiration and I mean
Yep.
what he puts
And he's-
into it and he's thinking about the person that's what he's making it for. So if you talk to him, that's
You are a star, sweetie.
Yes, she is.
He does beautiful work, and he has other staffs there at the store.
Yep.
So
Small,
So for
big,
those-
all of them.
So for those listening to the podcast and not viewing us live,
you'll
A
have
to
to
Z
go check out.
in Sierra Vista, the app, a little bit of kindness app under the stops and shops. And Frankie will read Jackie's phone number again so you can text her or call her. Is that all correct?
Yeah. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
correct. And the phone number again is 575-740-6144. Please be courteous and kind, and then leave Jackie a text or a message if you're interested in having a reading from her or asking more about astrology. And if you're in Sierra Vista, definitely stop and see. It's worth the trip. You're going to Bisbee or Tombstone to stop at A to Z Rock Shop. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you,
And
Jackie, so much.
Jackie's going to embrace her desire of lifelong learning, and I'm going to help her. So if you're thinking that just because you live out of the area that you can't get a chart reading from her, think again. I'm going to help her out with that and for Zooms and things like that. So
Perfect.
right?
Perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
This was
Absolutely.
fascinating. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank
Do
you,
you feel
Jen.
like the
Awesome.
Muppets? You remember the Muppets where they're sitting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Jackie,
Hey, Val,
Jackie,
Thank
one
Thank you,
last
Jackie.
thing.
We love
Hold on. One last thing.
you.
Jackie,
Wait a minute.
And we love Harold.
I think
I
I
thought
froze.
Danelle had a question.
I did.
No,
Did
Frankie,
you
you
hear
have
me?
a question.
We can hear Danelle, not Frankie. Go, Danelle.
Coach, yeah.
My question is, Jackie, this was so fascinating.
Yeah, we're all spinning.
and I
We're
want
spinning our
to
wheels.
know if you would come back to the show at one
All right,
point
we're
to
back
maybe
on.
do
I
this
don't know what's going
again.
on.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
that's what I wanted to know. Thank you, Jackie.
And my
Thank you very
hand,
much. Good to see you.
I was not coercing her or threatening her in any way.
It was great.
Perfect.
No. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to the show. So who has let's talk about the planets. What's going on with the planets? Who has planetary influence? Anyone? Nobody?
I think it was Natalie.
Okay. Oh, that's all right.
She's muted. Natalie, you're muted.
Ah,
Happens all the
yes,
time.
she's hi.
There she is.
Just quick
Like
flashbacks here.
that's a quiet planet.
It was there, yeah, pretty quiet. So on January 18th, the new moon will be in Capricorn, and it's excellent for stargazing. And right now we're in Capricorn energy, so focus on structure, discipline, and career goals early in the month as the Sun moves through Capricorn. Transitioning into Aquarius brings themes of originality, humanitarianism, and future-focused thinking. And keep an eye on Mercury retrograde that starts in late January. So we'll be back in retrograde late January. And I think Shannon had more information on the wolf moon. Is that correct?
Well, yeah. So let me tell you,
Snow
the
moon.
wolf
Snow
moon.
moon.
Well, hang on. The snow moon's in February. Yeah. Thanks. My pal. See, with friends
Oh,
like
yeah.
us, we don't need enemies or anything like that. It just flows. So,
Well, the wolf, I mean, it is past, right?
So the reason they're saying this is last time I had the moon and we went on live, we got to figure out the scheduling thing because the full moon's already passed. So hopefully you all were able to do some reflection, some self-nurturing, all that kind of thing for yourself before the full moon on the 3rd. Okay. Now, the reason they call it the wolf moon and it's a super moon is because when it's cold and the wolves would howl and bay at the moon, right? And talk to, they're out trying to hunt and keep warm and all that kind of stuff. So that's some of the things, the reason why. Now, what's coming up, in case you missed that one, is you have Mercury retrograde coming up. And that's, a lot of people think, oh God. But you need to think of it a little bit differently and think about the things that's self-reflection, some of the other things that you didn't get a chance to let go of on this last full moon, and that you figured out and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that now or adjust for this. You can do that during that time and then get rid of it during the big snow moon. Okay. Now, this is where I'm gonna phone a friend or reach out for a lifeline or one of those, because I know the snow moon is coming up and I know it's in February. It's the first part of February, but this is where Kendra is going to help me out because I went a totally different direction than she did. And so we're gonna merge. Take it away, Kendra.
I don't know. I saw it and Snow Moon 2025. I can't do it. I'm literally Googling it right now. I think it's February 2nd, but I'm not positive.
First.
Yeah.
The first.
Oh, and actually the wolf moon that we just had is the 4th in a series. We actually had 4 super moons in a row. That's pretty neat.
I love when I'm waiting for you to do the astrology section on the app because you always have great information about this, even though you say you don't know anything. So I'm waiting for you to monthly give a little video about all of these things you just said.
So yeah, and sorry, because my concern was being able. I'm doing so many different roles, and I got to roll out Jackie this month, and I was worried about whether internet would work and everything. So I will catch you next month on that, Frankie. I promise. I will not let you down, sister. I will have those astrological events.
All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell too. Go ahead.
Something may still come to me. That's usually what happens. So we'll just roll with it. But I think it's Danelle's turn.
My turn.
First off, you haven't spoken yet.
I did. I've spoken a few times here.
Val hasn't said anything.
I think what I'm talking about the upcoming holidays and observances, and I think it kind of piggybacks on what you guys were talking about already. Coming up in the next few weeks, beginning on January 18th, we have the Day of Danu. That honors the Celtic mother goddess associated with wisdom, with sovereignty, and with the land. The Rowan Tree Month begins on January 21st. That is part of the Celtic tree calendar, which I know we all follow. of course. We know that very. Just kidding. I don't know much. The cross quarter day is coming up on February 3rd. Now that is the astronomical. Astronomical. It's the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. And this is a really good time to think about magic, divination, kind of getting that balance right. But the real feature that we've got coming up is Imbolc. And Imbolc is one of the 8 Sabbats that are often honored by pagans. And they celebrate, this one celebrates Bridget or Saint Bridget if you happen to be Catholic. And it's all about purification, creativity, and it's the first signs of the returning light. In Yule, we celebrated that shift from the darkest days to the light beginning to return. Imbolc is when we really start to embrace that. And across the world, there are similar observances. We've got Imbolc, of course, which is Imbolg is a way that they express that in the Irish community. Oimelc, which is, I'm probably not saying that right. It's interpreted as ewe's milk. It's tied to the lambing season and early spring nourishment. And then, of course, we've got Bridget's Day, which happens on the 2nd. The Christians have sort of rechristened it Saint Bridget. And there's one that I'm not going to try to pronounce. It's Irish, and it translates to Feast Day of Bridget. And then Candlemas. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. You know Christmas. This is Candlemas. It is a Christian festival on February 2nd. Basically, it observes what we would observe on Imbolc. So this is what all of these things tie together to do. They're all very similar, observed a little differently. They mark the midpoint between winter and spring. And it's an agricultural and spiritual threshold. And it's recognized a lot of traditions. Basically, it's about light, purification, fertility, and renewal. As we come out of the colder months, and we're in the deepest cold month, we're transitioning to those warmer months and looking forward to the sun's return during the midsummer and all of that stuff too. So that's what we have to look forward to. Imbolc, mark your calendar for that. Honor St. Bridget if you do, and if not, just go outside and just realize that spring is really coming to us, and that's really a sign of renewal. So there you go.
Thank you, Val.
Can I add 2 fun days that I noticed? So, okay. So on the 21st is National Hugging Day. So make sure that you are hugging somebody that you care about, or all of us. I'm going to see your faces for this. So let me get this fixed this way. But if you guys want to give a hug to somebody, that's what that day means. Okay. And then on January 25th is National Opposite Day. So a couple things that flew out from ChatGPT, love ChatGPT, is what if the things you resisted were actually your next blessings on opposite day? What about what happens when we do the opposite of fear? And we talk a lot about this in the life coaching course that I'm working on and presenting. Also, what belief would you flip if you knew everything would work out? Think about that. What belief would you flip if you knew everything would work out? Okay. So the other thing they said is to pull a card upside down and read the message from the perspective of the shadow. So who is pulling cards today? Anybody? Shannon?
Shannon.
Oh, okay.
No,
All right,
I'm
Shannon.
not pulling a card, but I got a question. You've been ignoring me that whole time since that first little part,
sorry.
and I have a challenge.
Okay.
So on the National Hug a Person Day, or whatever it is, National Hug Day, you said hug somebody you care about. I challenge this world today needs people to hug people that they don't know, because you never know how healing that might be to somebody. Now, granted, I don't want you to go out and get hurt. Make sure the person's not going to do that, but offer somebody that you normally would not offer a hug to, offer a hug. That's my challenge to you, to spread a little bit of kindness. Okay, now whoever's drawing the card, do the reverse. And Val had the tarot cards, so I vote for Val.
Oh, good.
Okay. I always have cards close by. I pulled the Ace of Wands in reverse. Now, the Ace of Wands is about finding that new passion, that finding that thing that really would be stimulating. Now, in the reverse, it would be like basically suppressing your passion, basically looking at the world and saying, what is it that really lights me up? And why am I not embracing that? Why am I not looking at that and making that maybe my life purpose, or maybe making it more of what I'm doing? It's really funny because as I pull cards and as I give readings, I always have this little moment where I thought, you know, that expression, physician, heal thyself. You know, as you're speaking, the message you're giving is actually to yourself as well. What is that passion? What is that thing you do for fun that just, it brings you so much joy? You thought, if I could do this all the time, I would be happier with all of my life. And maybe it isn't practical for you to join an art colony and do nothing but paint all day long. But maybe it's practical to take the art that you're doing and sell it somewhere, maybe on eBay, or maybe selling it on Etsy or something like that. Maybe that's a little passion that can bring some more joy to your life. So what is the passion that you're denying yourself that you need to embrace a little bit more?
I love that. I love
Powerful.
that.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Powerful.
Good.
Okay.
And I
Go ahead.
I
Shannon.
like Wendy's statement. The 18th is Winnie the Pooh Day. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I love it.
Winnie the Pooh. And Angel said, great challenge. She liked your challenge, Shannon. So, okay. So let's go back to the group here. All right. What about, should we go to the crystal, or do we have affirmations? Did anyone do affirmations?
I have affirmations.
All right. Well, let's do some affirmations first.
Okay, Shannon, I'm going to speak.
Very good.
Yes.
We're ready.
I'll have that effect on you.
Yes. Well, first, before I do the affirmations, I just want everybody to just take a minute and just breathe in and out. Because when we do these affirmations, I don't want you to have to write them down. I just want you to put them out into the universe right now as I'm saying it. So just kind of breathe through it. It's going to go out. I did affirmations for a 1 year in numerology. And I repeat, I am not a numerologist. I just am fascinated by it. And it's kind of like astrology. It's way above my head, but all of it it makes sense to me. So for the 1 year, we just finished a 9-year, which is endings. So the 1 year is new beginnings, independence, courage, leadership, and just planting those fresh seeds. So breathe in and out. I honor this new cycle and boldly step into fresh beginnings. This year supports me in starting over with confidence and clarity. I am open to new paths, new ideas, and new opportunities. Every day, I create my life with intention and purpose. And so it is.
So
It is.
So it is.
Amen.
That's amazing.
all right. I think Kendra's dad's here because he's messing with the video thing.
Oh, I can hear it.
Switch it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So we didn't tell you this story, but we discussed it after the show, which we should have talked about it on the show. But the one time we were doing the show, I kept pulling over the main person, and I think Kendra kept coming on the screen, right? Was that how it went?
And then Val's dog started barking. It was like mass chaos on the show. And yeah, it was like my screen kept coming up. There was a lot going on. I don't remember what else, but I remember Val was trying to talk and her dogs were barking. There was a lot of weird stuff that we talked about after that show.
Yeah.
And it was like clearly, my dad visits from the other side, and he likes to play with electronics, particularly TVs. So, yeah.
That was like, okay, well, someone's messing around here with us.
Come on, Dad, let her go. Let Frankie run the show.
Okay. All right. So I think we have a crystal, right?
We do.
And
Today
now,
I picked hematite,
Okay.
hematite. Either
All right.
pronunciation is okay, but I like hematite. So it is a very silvery stone, and I like it for grounding and stability. It's also great for protection against negative energies, and it provides mental clarity and focus. It's also good for strength and confidence, but I love it because it absorbs negative energies. And so I often just carry it with me in a pocket, or, maybe even in my purse, or somewhere close to me. Especially if I go into a grocery store or Costco or someplace where I could be surrounded by a lot of chaos or negative energy. I also really should have it with me all of the time because I tend to get very scattered, and it is grounding. It relates to the root chakra, and it provides some stability and grounding and helps to kind of contain all those scattered thoughts and emotions. So they make it in jewelry a lot. You'll see it's kind of a silvery, shiny color, and it's almost like metallic looking. So they use it in a lot of jewelry. I'm wearing a hematite necklace too, and I have a lot of it. Just me and my crazy stone collection.
Does anybody else have a hematite? Shannon? Val does? Okay. Let me blow Val up.
Nice.
All
This
right.
is one of my favorite stones. I've loved this stone for years and years.
It looks like one you would hold in your hand, your thumb stone, and rub on it all day.
Absolutely. It fits perfectly. There's like
Mhm.
a perfect thumb spot right there.
And what's your favorite use for it, Val? Like,
I do a lot like what you do, Kendra. I carry it in a pocket. I have jewelry that I've had for years. And it's really funny because I've had some bracelets and I've had them and I wear them every day for years and years and years. And suddenly that strand will break. And I've been told that that's when they're done. They've absorbed all the energy they need to. And I'll take them and I can't get rid of them because I love them.
right.
But I
Yeah.
don't string them. I keep them in a different place because I love it. It's my energy. And I worked at a very toxic place for a little while, and I used to carry it with me every day, this particular stone. And when I went to meetings, essentially, I would take it out, and it was very soothing to just have it in my hand. So, yeah, I love
All
it.
right. Great. And Danelle, you had one?
Oh, I do. I do have one.
Oh, yours is like a heart.
I love my hearts. I just have them
Right.
everywhere.
I love that.
Now, I want to say something really quick, Kendra, because I'm going to rat on you. She likes to keep her stones close to her. Do you know what she does? I know we all do it.
I can't believe you're going to say this out loud.
I know, but it's so funny. She keeps them in her bra, and I do too sometimes.
Me
But
too.
when she goes and gets massages, she'll get all of a sudden the therapist will go like, what is that? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And her stones fall.
Oh, it's on the floor.
It's so cute. Okay, sorry. But
That's
this is
happened
mine.
to
It's a heart.
Thank you, Val. Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Me
My
too.
massage therapist came out one time after my massage, and she's like, "This was on the floor. I don't
I
know
know. What is this?
Well,
You're leaving her a present, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that way it's really close to me. It's really close.
Right.
Close to your heart. I can't
Yeah.
be any closer.
Right,
All right. And what does
right.
Jackie feel about hematite? Can we ask her?
That's a good question.
Jackie, they want to know what you think about hematite. If you have any thoughts on
Hematite is very grounding. It's an excellent stone for grounding. And Harold and I went up into the mountains in New Mexico, and we found beautiful natural hematite way up at 7,200 feet up. It's beautiful.
that's in your house, right?
Oh, we got some in the store too.
Mm.
Beautiful.
All right.
Wow.
Then there's more
right.
to it than just grounding, So
Sure.
yeah.
Again, you just stop in the store and get some.
I put them in my bra as well, but I did have to learn that there are certain bras that I cannot
Can't.
put the stones in because
Put one in each
They're not-
front.
because it
For the
requires
size
me
of the
to.
stone.
Well, if the stone is big enough, yes. Otherwise, things just
Look a
fall
little
right
off.
through. So I have to wear bras that
That's so funny.
I should invent
It's- we all
bras
do.
that have pockets, stone pockets.
There you go, Shannon. What a great invention.
Oh,
That bad boy,
Is
patent that.
Maura still on? That's my idea. Can we patent that?
Legalize that.
What is that called? So
Get a trademark patent on that one. So,
yes,
um,
that trademark.
Yeah, Wendy was just saying she was thinking she'll try that out. So I think we're going to start a new trend with stones in the bra.
Yeah.
Wendy said, great idea about the bra. We need a lawyer, Moira. What kind of law do you do? So we might want to talk to you.
I need our ideas patented.
Well, there are people that have the opposite problem. I have seen people that put stuff in their bra and they can't find it later.
Well, that's true. I don't have that. But
There's people that have the opposite problem. So the pocket in the bra would be excellent for the stones.
That's very true.
So now you started it.
I know,
Yes,
sorry, but
that is true.
when she said she keeps it close to her, I kept thinking of that and actually hearing stones drop, and I just giggling to myself, and I couldn't help it.
All right.
Sorry.
The women on the podcast will appreciate this.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
So will
I
the
guess
men, probably.
All right. Should we do our healing? Are you going to lead us in a healing?
Sure. Yeah. So if you have hematite or a clear quartz crystal, let's just send out some grounding and protection and cleansing of negative energy from all of the people in the world. So I'm going to hold mine up here. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just envision the healing properties of the hematite surrounding you and surrounding your loved ones, and then continuing to spread out to surround the entire world, absorbing some negative energy, providing clarity, focus, and grounding. Take another breath. And just think about bringing that close to your heart. Thank you. Boy, my stone got warm.
I want to recognize Don. Don, thank you for being here, and all the other gentlemen there on the podcast as well. I just meant that as far as the idea went, the women would appreciate the pockets.
If you're coming in late, Don, you didn't miss much, but we were talking about carrying your crystal close to you and in your pocket. And then we got onto the topic of building a bra with a pocket inside, because some of the girls carry their stones in their bras close to their heart. So Don, you won't have that problem of your stone falling out.
Right.
So. Okay. Well, did we forget any parts today or no?
I don't think
covered
so.
everything.
Think we did.
Anybody have anything interesting that they did or went to a class or now wait, did we congratulate Don says no worries. Did we congratulate Natalie last time on completing her course?
I don't remember if we did or not.
I think we should do it again, though.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yes.
So proud of you.
Official
thank you.
yoga instructor.
Yes,
Tell us
so
what
I
you
completed my yoga teacher training. So I'm a 200-hour yoga teacher. And yeah, so
Awesome.
teaching yoga classes here and there.
Are you just kind of floating around right now, Natalie, or do you have a consistent schedule? Or
So I'm going to start January. We're starting kids yoga on the first and third Saturdays of the month.
nice.
So the first Saturday
Love
will be floor yoga, and the third Saturday will be aerial yoga for kids. So I'm excited about that, and that'll be at our studio, that my yoga community. And then I teach at school and at my husband's work right now. And
Oh, good.
The aerial yoga. Let's get some clarification there. Is that for the kids too?
yeah, yes, I'm teaching
So the
two big
parents are
classes.
tossing them, or they're on the swing set?
The kids are
teach adults
flying through the air.
Nice. That looks
The
so
kids are-
fun.
Mhm.
I've
It
seen
is
our
so.
friend Megan. She has a video on the app, and
It's on the app,
I've seen
yeah.
Yeah.
her on Instagram, and it just looks so fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah, well, Angel said congratulations, Natalie. So,
Thank you.
mhm.
Get some videos
Anyone
on
else?
soon.
Yeah,
Yay.
we can't wait to see your videos of that. Yeah, we keep uploading more videos to the app. If you haven't checked it out, it's a little bit of kindness on Apple and Google. Be sure to check it out. There's guidance, insight, yoga, meditation, you name it, anything spiritual and metaphysical. And we're adding new practitioners nationwide all the time. So be sure to check it out. Anything else? You guys read any good spiritual books? Going on any trips or anything?
Well,
Nothing?
we're going on a trip. We kind of
What?
are, some of us.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we
Hello?
are.
Mm-hmm.
Where you
Like next
going?
weekend, we're going to Mount Lemon.
Yeah, we're so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mean,
we're
well,
gonna
we
go
better-
play in the snow.
Yeah, 2
Well, we
days.
better
but
see some fun pictures, guys. So,
So
take
our
lots of
next show is February 11th, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And we're going to
We
talk
won't-
about what?
Yeah, we haven't quite narrowed it down. I know we were going to talk about moving into the year of the horse and out of the snake. That was one of the topics.
Yeah.
We might bring up the difference between tarot and oracle, which Val and I did a video that's on the app if you haven't checked it
Yeah.
out.
Really
So
fascinating.
we may talk about those differences. So join us to talk about everything spiritual and metaphysical, right? That's what we're all about. We'll probably hear about their trip to Mount Lemon. I can't wait to hear what they do there. And if anybody got a reading from Jackie, I can't wait to hear what you
Right.
said. So yeah, absolutely. So we want to thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, follow. It helps us build community, and that's what we're all about. We're connecting community and building connections all around. So yes,
we
ma'am. You don't
doing?
have to raise your hand. Just say it.
Well, I'm just talking.
For those that have joined us on the podcast, please feel free if there's something that you would like
Please.
discussed or discussed.
Well,
Let
same
us
with the
know.
app. Same with the app.
Same with
Because
the
if
app.
there's something,
Mhm.
yeah, if there's something you want us to talk about, I want to do videos, even though as I've stated, that is talk about that upside down card, Val, and going out of your comfort zone. But if people want to hear or know about something, I'm willing to do a video on it.
And remember, be kind. We're new at it. We're still
Yes.
trying to figure out. Should we
not
do music? Should we
professionals.
not?
But we're doing straight from the heart. And if you know of
Yeah.
any practitioners who would love to join us, I'd love to have a numerologist, somebody who is great on pagan, who can do spell work and do candle magic, all of that. We want to expand and just educate and bring you practitioners all around, share their gifts, and also show you what's out there, and mini workshops and maybe other workshops and eventually retreats. I'm going to call Carnival Cruise. I heard that they host retreats. So that might be one of our retreats coming up too. So
Well, Jackie
that'll
said
be
possibly your
fun.
sugar daddy would be there.
the
So
sugar daddy might be
Oh,
on
yeah.
that cruise.
On the cruise.
you might want to make your appointment with her.
What
All
are
right.
we giving away today, Frankie?
Oh, the giveaway. Okay, so we are giving away a gemstone gift bag. So if you would like, since we talked about crystals, we were at the A to Z Rock Shop. I have some crystals and a crystal necklace that we are going to be giving away. So I have like this one on. I don't know if you can see this with a donut hole.
Mhm.
I have a whole bunch of different crystals and pendulum crystals. So if you put your name in the chat, Natalie's going to draw. Natalie, are you keeping track or should we're okay?
Nope. I did it.
Okay.
Yay.
Else is
You
just
guys ready?
drop in the chat.
Oh,
You're
wait,
gonna
we need the
Do
drum
the
roll.
drawing.
Drum roll.
Okay,
Drum
here
roll.
we go. Hold on. I learned some new things. Look, we've got this fun. Where did it go? Here we go.
There we go.
Yay! So
And the winner is Wendy.
Yay, Wendy!
We can't hear you, Frankie, over the noise.
Oh.
Start all that over.
There she is.
We will be getting those crystals out to you, Wendy. We know who you are and where you live, so we'll be there. And,
Speaking of Wendy, she got me this Howlite bracelet for Christmas from the A to Z Rock Shop.
Yay!
Beautiful. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So be sure to stop at the Rock Shop if you're in the area. You can make an appointment to see Jackie while you're there if you want a reading, or you can reach out to her virtually, and her information will be in the closing. So as always, sprinkle a little bit of kindness wherever you go. We love you guys, and we will see you next month. Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.